best friend who feels the same way I do, or I can find somebody I really trust and the two of us can do better than one of us. I don't think I could have been successful starting out if my wife, my partner hadn't been with me. You know, both my personal partner and my business partner. Because we both needed to work really hard and cover the range of what we had to do to open a store. She had certain talents, I had certain talents. And that's what you find in a partner, that you have capabilities of doing things together. But you gotta be prepared to work harder than anybody else. So when your friends are out, you know, for the evening socializing, or they're going to the football games, or, you know, on Saturday or Sunday, or they're playing golf on Saturdays. I never played a game of golf for 50 years. We didn't take a day off. We didn't have a vacation for the first 7 years. So we started, let's say our first full year was 1963, but we didn't get started till like, I think in 1970 we took a vacation together. We went away for a week. So other than maybe taking a day off, I think the first few years Sundays were closed because people weren't open in retail on Sundays, believe it or not, back in the 60s. So that's one of the things you gotta be prepared to do. If you want a 9-to-5 job because you got a lot of other interests, you're not gonna be an entrepreneur. You're not gonna create your own business. Because if you read the biographies of any of the great success stories, these people, if you looked at them honestly, were driven and almost crazed at what they wanted to do. They didn't stop working real hard. Okay, so you didn't have a lot of time to socialize. You didn't have a lot of time to exercise. You didn't have a lot of time to go do the things you nowadays look at as a well-balanced life. In fact, probably most of the guys I know who are really successful were not really living a well-balanced life as you would read about it. You know, time for this and time for that. It's actually very interesting that in today's world, everybody's talking about the things you should do for your, you know, being with your family or being with your, you know, friends and socializing and having this balanced life. It never happened to us because we were driven either by the anxiety of failure or driven by the need to control and manage the early stages of a company. When you get bigger, you gotta let go. You gotta hire people, delegate, have them do most of the work and just oversee it. But when you're starting out any business, you gotta be damn well committed to, it's your life. And some people say, I don't want my business to be my life. I just want a job, and over here's my life. And that's fine too. It's just much harder to be successful as an entrepreneur if you do that. So that's one of the crossroads you'll come to. Do I want balanced life? Time for my boyfriend, girlfriend, time for my children, time for my exercise, time to be with my friends and play golf every weekend. Someone said, why don't you play golf now? I said, I never played golf in my life because I couldn't, up until about 7-8 years ago, we were working every Saturday. So if you only had one day off, Sunday, you wanted to be with your children. You didn't want to play 8 rounds or 18 rounds of golf. So those are decisions you're going to come across. What's next? Our goals were really to create a wonderful store. It wasn't the goal of making money. And a guy named Stanley Marcus, who created a company called Neiman Marcus, once made an unusually good statement about retail. If your goal is to be successful, the goal should be to create a store which is so wonderful that with product, service, you know, presentation, that your customer's going to want to buy from you. And if you sell them a product that's appropriate and well, you'll be successful and that'll earn you money. But if you set out with a goal just to make money, then you're going to do everything that's maybe not right to reach out and buy the best product and make the best presentation and hire the best people. So the goal, whatever you do, is to create a unique and unusual product and presentation and performance of your organization or what you do. And then in America, if you do it really well, I guarantee you'll be financially successful. But if your goal is, I want to be financially successful, what the hell do I do to get there? That's not the best way to go at it. You go at it by, what would I love to do? Where am I going to be able to commit my life to doing it? Where am I going to love to work 70 hours a week? That's how you create an entrepreneurial business.